to me, those are like two very deep pain points where it's
Yeah.
like, I can't, this can't be it. And then I can't fumble the bag with, my queen, my future queen. So I say that to say,
At all.
what I really am saying is I think what I'm hearing from you was at an early age, you identified some of your superpowers. Like it wasn't new to you to be a strong communicator. It wasn't new to you to kind of galvanize other people. It wasn't new to you to actually like work hard in sprints. However, I think what was kind of the defining moment was the discipline. Like I heard you
That
talk
piece.
about
Come on. Come on.
heard you
I,
talk about like rising to the occasion,
yeah.
but you realize like I can't stop. Like this is it for me. So you made a commitment, and it's not that you probably didn't have small failures, is that you just made a consistent commitment to
You
like
nailed it.
keep going. And that's just discipline right
You
there.
nailed it. You nailed it. Because what I've learned through my college experience, and I had a lot of college experience, even during the military and after the military, and I still haven't finished, right? What I learned is that college is 5% intellect,
Mm,
it's 5% smarts, and it's 95%. I used to say discipline, but it's 95% grit,
yeah.
like Angela Duckworth grit.
Mm,
Right? It's grit. It's grinding it out. It's withstanding the mundane. Right? You're just day in, day out, showing up. Right? And that was the danger for me. Like I stopped showing up. I stopped showing up to class. I just
wow.
stayed in my dorm, or I go to the computer lab and hang out all day. My friends were like, "Where were you?" Right? And so I didn't have the discipline. I didn't have the grit. And the army married up intellect. I already had the intellect. I felt like God blessed me with a degree of just smarts.
Yeah.
And the discipline came. And when that happened, man, I started seeing some exponential results, you know. And I want to like really challenge, you talk about my passion, my purpose is to like really to encourage and equip and motivate teens, but namely teen dads. And you got to have that discipline piece. You got to have that grit piece. You have to show up because they're going to naturally exclude you from conversations. They're going to like, and who are they? They are the parents of um your girlfriends or your baby mother's parents, and
Right.
maybe even your parents, and maybe even nonprofit agencies. They're going to exclude you from decisions being made on your child's behalf, right? You have to show up. There, and then there's not going to be any expectations for you,
Yeah.
right? Nobody's expecting you to do anything. Nobody's expecting you to show up. Matter of fact, they're expecting you not to show up. They're
Yeah.
expecting you to fall short. But I want to encourage them to be resilient,
Mhm.
to tap into their superpower. Mine was the gift to speak and to communicate with boldness and with purpose and with clarity and conciseness. And I would encourage them to tap into theirs as well, because at the end of the day, your child does better when you're involved. When dad is involved, when dad is actively involved, if the research is out there, children do better.
I want to add this same thought to that same equation. I will
Hmm.
also add emotional intelligence because
Yeah, I like that.
if I'm being excluded from the equation, Chauncey, like if I know like I'm trying my best to get back on my feet, I probably have a track record of not being a great father, husband, partner, whatever this is. And I know I'm being excluded. I'm making a conscious effort of like, dang, y'all not gonna loop me in on how my kid's doing. Or
Yeah,
like I hear y'all rumbling, like I hear this stuff. I'm gonna drop kick somebody. Like I'm gonna throw it out. But I know the part of that recipe is I gotta have some emotional intelligence that
yeah,
I can't do that no more. Like that was my go-to is my anger in the past. But perhaps like if I need to be a better version of myself, I can't respond emotionally. You
yeah.
know,
You got
and my
to.
emotions are valid. Like my anger is valid. Like I have the right to, but the consequence of me acting on that right is gonna be more detrimental to me walking out my purpose. Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense. You have to develop and throw some more tools in that relational toolbox,
Yeah.
right? You just can't have a hammer because every problem isn't a hammer,
That's
You
right.
know, some problems require a wrench.
Yeah.
Some problems require a vice grip
Yeah.
that was on your TV. Yeah, they probably don't even know about that back in the day. You know, vice grip. Some is a screwdriver, or maybe you need a tape measure, but you need some more relational tools in your toolbox. You need to learn how to listen. You know, you need to learn how to use I statements. You need to learn how to and this is key with your baby mom. You need to learn how to communicate, and you can't crash out every time you hear something that you don't like. And so part of it is, you know, and I'm real big on this, it's one of my personal core values, is self-awareness.
Yeah.
You need to know what sets you off, because here's what's true: the people that you spend the most time around, they know,
Yeah.
and you may be the only one in the room that don't know. And you're being easily manipulated and easily set off, and you crashing out, when if you just took time to slow down and learn yourself, right?
Right.
I think that I think we get further faster, you know. But that relationship with the mother of your child, that's probably one of the most important, outside of that relationship with that child, it's probably the most important relationship that you can have here on earth, you know, outside of your relationship with God. I believe that, you know, you need to cultivate that relationship. I'm not saying that you need to be together with her. Maybe it's best that y'all are apart. However, you know, you do need to cultivate a healthy environment for that child.
Yeah.
And it starts with your relationship with the mother of your child, you know, and honoring her. You know, you don't have to be in a relationship with her, but you can still honor her, you can still respect her, you can still model to that child what it looks like to honor women.
That's beautiful, bro. That's so good. Chauncey, I want to kind of I want to like so time is flying and I want to land
Yeah.
the plane, but I want to also interconnect some key pieces so you can help drive us home.
Okay.
One, you giving some very pragmatic interpersonal skills. You talked just now, like when it comes to your relationship with your baby mother, there's a level of respect and a level of honor that you navigate. So those are tools, those are two tools. I
Hmm.
kind of echoed a sense of emotional intelligence, self-control, things of that nature. So I want to like that's not an exhaustive list, but that at least that's one bucket. But the other kind of thing is like your story itself.